what you're looking for, and it's not here. Yes, 360 is too much to ask. And like time and place. Read the room, guy. Read the room. You're beautiful for this planet. Stick around. You're sweet. You have a car, some of us don't. Or exactly. I know I put it into perspective and I'm very blessed. I have a car that gets me from A to B. I have the financial means to live on my own in LA. I have the financial means to put gas in my car. I have the financial means to eat every day. I know that I'm very blessed that I have a job, but I'm still allowed to struggle, you know? I can be grateful and struggling at the same time. I've got a very grateful heart. And not a day goes by that I'm not in gratitude for the life that I get to live and the family that I have. I have an amazing support system. But I'm allowed to struggle. People that have it all, someone just killed himself, even though he on the outside had it all. So the external stuff means nothing. Okay, so can we talk about this someone always has it worse thing? Because I don't disagree with you. And I think that there's, like I remember, so I was living with my sponsor and my boss last year for like a couple months, and I remember my tire had popped, and it was like just after sober living, so I didn't have a ton of money, and my tire, I had a flat tire before I left for work, and like I had been giving my sponsor some money to save for me, right? And the tire cost like $400, you know? And I had told my sponsor, I was like, hey, I don't have enough money to pay for it. Can I have some of the money that I've given you back to pay for the tire? And my boss at the time was like, well, how much is the tire? And I was like, it's 400. And he's like, oh, 400, that's nothing. And like my boss or my sponsor looked at my boss and was like, I'm not gonna say his name, but like, hey, don't say that. Cause like $400 to him is nothing, but $400 to me is a lot of money. You know, like that's a lot of money. That's gas for a month, you know? So I think that it's important to like read the room and like time and place. And like, I would never, like I said, take for what I have for granted, but like, I don't live a luxurious life by any means. I don't have it all just because I have a car, and like thinking that I need to have it all put together just because some people have it worse off. Like, I don't think it's fair to like invalidate what somebody's going through, you know? $400, yeah. Well, when gas prices were up, I was spending $100 a week, which 4 weeks in a month, I was spending $98 a week on gas. I have to fill up once a week, at least. I am tired. I'm gonna get off. I'm exhausted. Whoever just called me thickums, thank you for your contribution to society. The world is a better place because you are here. I would have never been able to go to sleep tonight had you not called me that. I'm so glad that I was here for you. And I'm so glad that I could be on the receiving end of that comment. Thanks for choosing me. What keeps me motivated? It's a good question. You know what? Is like every time I feel like giving up, you know, the one thing I always tell myself is, I want to buy my dad a house. My dad bought himself a house, but I want to pay that house off. I want my dad to have a really good life. He's worked so hard for me my entire life, and I just want him to have some relief. So every time I feel like just throwing in the towel, I'm like, you know what? We're going to work our asses off so Steve gets the house, so Steve gets the life, you know? So that's what motivates me. It's my dad. I'm sober because of my dad for the most part. Like, obviously I chose to get sober for me, but the relationship I have with my dad is what gets me through most of the days. Every time, it doesn't happen ever anymore, but every time before, when thinking about using a drink or a drug would come up, I would be like, you know what? You love Steve too much. You're not going to do that. So here we are, sober. Sober for Steve. Sober first, Steve. Wow, hair. Do better. You're 12 minutes sober. Okay. Let me know when you take your next hit. Do I trust myself? Hold on, what did you say? I missed that comment, babe. I do trust myself. I work a program though. I went to AA, I went to rehab, I went to sober living, I worked the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. I have sponsees, I have a sponsor, kinda. So I trust myself. There's steps in place for a reason, you know? And you're not ready until you're ready. So, medication. So I don't take any meds. Can you tell? I don't take any meds. I believe that meds help some people. I just don't believe that I need them because I've found relief without them. I found relief with meditation. I can't keep looking at this screen because my hair is driving me nuts. How long have I been sober? It'll be 2 years in February. This person keeps telling me I'm tired. I know. Thank you. No, I've been sober for almost 2 years. One day at a time, baby. The cigarettes, one day at a time. Or you mean stop smoking? I don't know what you're talking about smoking, but one day at a time. 30 seconds at a time. Sometimes, what was I taking? So I was drinking, and I was doing the white girl's favorite at a party. They tell you not to do it in the bathroom. Thank you. Your hair is hot. Is it? You're lying. You're a liar. You don't have to lie to me. All right, guys, I'm going to get off in 7 minutes. I'm getting off at 2 a.m. because I need to go to bed. No, I will not do a 360. Fucking nasty pervs. Look at this hair. I shed like a crazy person. Finally, you stuck around this whole time. That's on you, Turbo. I am in California, yeah. Booze is child's play. You will be fine. Yeah, but luckily in your sobriety, you can bring those people back, you know? I had to make amends to all of the people I had harmed. That was rough. I made a lot of them in restaurants, and that was uncomfortable. What did that say? Would you visit San Francisco? I mean, on my own or for